What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing this review on a brow product. I was in Walmart the other day just searching, going through the makeup aisle, doing my daily cardio. No, I'm just kidding. But I was literally just walking around Walmart looking at some of the makeup products because I do like to walk through aisles. What girl doesn't like to walk through makeup aisles, right? I came across this Salon Perfect product. It said it was new and I was very interested in seeing how it worked out. It is the On Point Tri-Tip Brow Marker. The Tri-Tip is for a microblading effect look. If you are curious about what that is, you will see right when I zoom you in, the marker is not at one point. It has 3 little tips. If you do or are familiar with any like microblading, if you've seen it on, Facebook or on YouTube or whatnot, you know that it does have that kind of tip to it to kind of give you a more natural brow hair stroke when they do tattoo it on. But the difference between this, you do get the look, but it does come off. You won't have to worry about it being permanent or semi-permanent. It does come off. You won't have to worry about committing fully, or if you want to see how the microblading strokes would look on you before you go ahead and commit to the actual microblading process, this would actually be a good way to find out if it is for you or not. It mimics natural brow hairs. It's waterproof and smudge proof, and it dries fast. The shade that I got is in dark brown. They did have 2 different shades. They had like a universal taupe, I want to say, and then they had the dark brown, and I obviously want the dark brown route. I was kind of skeptical about it because there's only 2 shades, so I was like, I have really dark brows. I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. Let's just give it a try and see how it goes. I do have it on right now. It blends really nicely right into my natural brow hairs. I'm just gonna read a little bit of an intro about the product just so you guys can be more familiar, get to know it a little bit better before we get started. It is an On Point Tri-Tip Brow Marker, features 3-prong applicator that mimics natural brow hairs for flawless, natural looking results. Perfect for filling in sparse areas or sculpting a full arch. This budget-proof formula applies effortlessly, dries quickly, and creates the sought-after microbladed brow effect. With that being said, yes, it was very affordable. I believe it was like $4.88, $4.98, somewhere along that lines. It was definitely under $5, and I was very interested in seeing if this product really worked, if it was worth it. And yeah, so if you want to see how this product ended up working, then just keep watching. See, I've already completed my full face. The only thing that is missing are the brows. I'm looking super crazy with a full beat on face and then no brows, so we're gonna fix that right now. I'm gonna go ahead, pull this out of the packaging. Instructions: brush the brow hairs upward with spoolie end of brush. Lightly apply short strokes following the natural shape of your brow. Finish by blending with spoolie. I'm gonna go ahead, brush my brows upward. It really doesn't make a difference, honestly, because my brows just are very tamed at that. They just grow the way they grow, and that's it. Like, there's no brushing them up. They just grow the way they grow. That's just pretty much my hair in general. It just does what it wants. It doesn't ever want to listen to me. I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand first just to get an idea of how this is going to play out. Okay, it seems to be going on super easy. I'm definitely noticing I'm gonna have to do a super light hand. Let's do this. Start with the front end of the brow first. Ugh, I think I flicked it the wrong way. I'm gonna start flicking it the other way. It's definitely mimicking hair strokes. That's for sure. Let me do some right up here. Ooh, wow. My hair kind of just like curves down, so I'm just going to start up here and then just kind of brush it down and create natural hairs that way. Working with it facing front, and I'm going to turn it sideways, elongate that tail. I'm trying to create an arch in my brow without going too overboard. I put a hella arc in that brow, so let me fix that and just create another brow line. Just go ahead, blend like it says with the spoolie. Go in with the pen and just clean up some of those like bald spotted areas. That is not bad. Definitely not bad for the first try. It does need to be cleaned up with like some concealer, just because like if you look up close, it's looking crazy. But like from far away, it doesn't look bad at all. You can totally see how it just like reshaped my brow. Digging the hair like strokes that is giving off, especially in the beginning of the brow. Starting off small and then it just kind of feathers into like the whole brow. I'm just gonna go in with a flat brush and my go-to, it's the NYX Above and Beyond concealer in the pot, and then just clean up that bottom area. I feel like I don't need to really clean this up too much, just kind of at the base of the brow. I think like the back looks really good. Cleaned it up, and that definitely made a world of a difference. still have the natural stroke effect to it. Digging it. It is not bad. Let's kind of hope and pray to the brow gods that we can get them to look kind of similar. I feel like I'm going like super dark. I need to like lighten up on the strokes. Going a little too hard. It's not looking bad. I feel like once I spoolie it, it'll definitely soften up. Turning the tip of the brow to the side just so I can create just a more precise point. Now going in and lightly brushing downward strokes, following the growth of my brow hair. They're kind of similar, right? That's what I have so far. Let me just go ahead. That's not a spoolie. Let me just go ahead and start buffing that out with this spoolie. Just blending it out. And I'm noticing it is drying quickly. I think that's just a good thing. That'll help keep the product where you want it. And once the spoolie gets put on, you can just start blending out any of the harshness without moving too much product. This is my first go-ahead. Like, I haven't removed the product off. I just kind of winged it, hope for the best. I do have a little bit of experience with brow pens, only because of the Ardell Stroker brow pens. That's definitely helped out some. If you have never tried like a brow pen, I would definitely just take it easy. If you mess up, you mess up. Just wipe it right off and try again. Practice definitely makes perfect for doing brows with this kind of product. I'll go in just a little bit just to kind of even up that bottom. Need it to blend. There you go. Oh, that was easy enough. If you feel like you've got too harsh of a brow and you need to blend it immediately while it's still wet, just so you need to like soften that up. It softened up. Now I'm just gonna go back in and clean it up. It's starting to come together. This is pretty much the final look that I have going on. Alright, so my final thoughts on the On Point Tri-Tip Brow Marker. That's a mouthful. I actually am pleasantly surprised with how well the product ended up performing on my brows. It definitely gives off that microblading look. I absolutely love how it turned out, and I feel like it was a lot easier to use on my brows versus the Ardell Stroker Brow Pen. I know when I used this I was having a little bit of trouble, but I was able to make it work, obviously. But I was using this for a little bit after my review and I liked it, so it wasn't like a bad product or anything like that. But I just feel like this pen is a little bit better. It's very safe with giving you a natural brow look. If you go in with a softer hand, you will get more of that softer natural brow look. You can go very, very wrong if you go a little bit too heavy on the hand. Like you can see, it will definitely make your brows look crazy if you're not careful with it. As far as the natural brow hair strokes go, on point. I absolutely loved the product for that. It does have that like microblading point to it. Really does mimic natural brow hairs for sure. If you need to kind of like even it up, kind of make it a little bit more, you know, defined on point, then you're able to just turn it like I did on one side and then work with one of the pens instead of like the three. I can definitely see myself continuing using this product, especially in the front where I want to create more of like that natural stroke effect, and then even like going in with the ends. It does have like the ombre gradient effect look, which that is my kind of style for my brows. I do like that, but I'm definitely digging the fact that you can see the strokes in the front ends of the brows. So yes, it definitely gives you more of that realistic look. You cannot go wrong with this, especially for under $5. This product works. I recommend it. Go to Walmart, get you one, try it out for yourself. I really don't think you'll be disappointed. It performed the way it should, especially if you clean up the brow, because it can look kind of crazy, but once you clean up the brow, especially like up above, you'll get more of like the tamed, structured brow, but it will look realistic as well. It dries pretty quick. I didn't have a problem with it drying, so if you feel like you did put too much of a heavy hand while stroking the brow product into your brows, quickly go in with the spoolie. You saw how it just softened it up right away while the product was still wet, instead of waiting for it to like dry down completely. The blend will be a little bit more difficult since it is pretty much smudge proof, waterproof, and you won't be able to get the product off just as easy with like spooling it out. But I was still able to get a good blend out of it once it fully dried. I just had to work it in there a little bit more harder. The product was obviously dry. It's very versatile. You can definitely like move it around and make it work for you, and define your brow. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, dang, yes, I'm feeling myself right now. Like, the look is good. The look is good. That is everything for this video. Like this video if you enjoyed watching and found it helpful, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll list my Twitter, my Facebook page, my Instagram, my blogging channel all right here. All the links will be down below as well, so go check that out and keep in touch, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!